Now you can automate your WordPress website using Claude AI. You don't need to leave Claude. You can just simply ask it to create blog posts, create pages, create a WooCommerce products, create layout for you. You don't need a junior developer, and you can do that completely for free. And I'm going to show you guys how you can connect your WordPress install with Claude. So you can easily just ask Claude to create blog posts or do whatever you want. You can even schedule tasks using covert. So that's the blog post which I created. You can see I just asked the Claude that please create a new blog post in my WordPress website, and it created this blog post. Here you can see, and it's completely SEO friendly with all of the proper heading tags and all of that kind of stuff, right? And it's completely free. Make sure to watch the complete video where it's the step-by-step beginner level tutorial on how you can do that on your own. So let's get started. So guys, that's my WordPress install, and we will be connecting Claude with it. So when we chat with Claude, it can basically directly create blog posts, read all of the pages and all of the stuff in my WordPress install, right? It's a very simple tutorial where we will be needing two things. So first is the WordPress MCP adapter, which you will find from here. I'll also add these GitHub links in the YouTube video description so you guys can copy and paste, or you can simply Google MCP adapter and you will find this GitHub repository where you will need to click on releases. And once you click on releases, you need to download the latest release. And if I scroll down, you can see that's the latest release which I need to download. And the second thing which I created is this plugin. You can also create your own plugin by just asking the Claude, but I created this plugin in case it's hard for you to understand. You can easily download it and install it on your WordPress install. So that is the plugin which I created. It's a very simple one file plugin which I created. Again, you can create your own by just asking the Claude or ChatGPT, but I created this for you guys to make it more easier to connect Claude. Now first we will download this. So let's download MCP adapter. And it's now downloaded. Now I'm gonna download this WSP WordPress MCP plugin. So download this plugin as well. There you go. You can see that we have these two things downloaded. Now I'm going to upload that on my WordPress install. So go to plugins and then click on add plugin. And here click on upload plugin. I'm going to first upload the MCP adapter. So let's go to downloads, and this is the MCP adapter. Click on install now. Click on activate plugin. Here you go. We have our MCP adapter plugin installed. Now I'm gonna add the second plugin which we downloaded from this page here. Again, I'm gonna add this link in the video description, so it is just copy and paste for you guys. So let's click on add plugin. Click on upload plugin. Click on choose file, and I'm gonna upload this plugin here. Click on open, and then click on install now. I'm going to activate the plugin. And once you activate the plugin, you will see this new item created where it says MCP. And now if I click on settings, you have the option to add abilities. So if you want Claude to just read post and you don't want to create post, you can simply disable that. And Claude will be able to just read the post, it won't be able to create it. But if you want to also create the post or delete the post using the chat, you simply need to toggle it on. And it's also giving you this warning here that this ability can modify your live site content, right? So I'm going to click on OK. Similarly, do for this one, click on OK. And here we have the abilities to read pages, create pages, update page, delete page. This is for taxonomy. This is for comments. This is for media, this is for users. So all of these abilities you will give to Claude, and once you connect the Claude, you will have all of the abilities on your WordPress website, right? And now I'm going to click on config files. And here you will see the config file which you need to add into your Claude config. So I'm going to go to Claude and then open this sidebar. Here I'm going to click on this user avatar, and then click on this settings gear icon, and here click on developer, and from there click on edit config. Now this is our config file. I'm going to open that in the Visual Studio Code. You can use any editor you want. So open that file. And now I'm going to replace all of the content here from the content which we have showing up on our WordPress install. So this is the config file, right? Simply click on copy to clipboard and then paste into your JSON config file of Claude. So replace all of that which is available with the config file which you are seeing here, right? Now in this config file, all we need to change is this application password. So this password here, which we will need to generate from users. It also says it from here. So go to users profile and then scroll down to generate a new application password. So I'm going to go to users and then click on all users. I only have this one user, so I'm going to click on edit and scroll down to the bottom, new application password. I'm going to create a new application password. You can name it whatever you want, and do not share this application password with anyone, because if you do that, they will have all of the access to your WordPress install. So I'm going to create by the name of test2 and then click on add application password. And here you can see that we have this application password showing up. I'm going to click on copy and then paste this application password to our config file in Visual Studio Code. And you can see that it says replace with your application password. So I'm going to replace this with the password which we generated from a WordPress install. Rest of the stuff is automatically generated. You just need to add in this application password from your user. Once you do that, I'm going to save the file. And now I'm going to close my Claude and then reopen it. Okay, I'm going to reopen my Claude. So once you added the config file, it is mandatory to exit and reopen the Claude. Once you reopen the Claude, you go back to settings and then click on developer. You should see this WordPress MCP running. If you're seeing a red color error, meaning you have done something wrong, you'll have to redo what I have shown you guys, right? And one more thing you should see is when you go to customize in Claude Code, and you click on connector, you will see this MCP server which you connected. Once you click on that, you should see these tools. So if you're not seeing these tools, meaning this MCP server does not have the abilities to create, read, or delete posts on your behalf using the Claude chat. Now I'm going to test it. So let's create a new chat. Hi Claude, please create a new blog post in my WordPress website about how to rank WordPress in Google. Use WSP MCP. Now I'm mentioning use WSP MCP, but you don't need to mention it. You'll just need to say, hi Claude, please create a new blog post in my WordPress website. Whatever you want to do. You can also delete the blog post and do whatever you want. Now I'm going to test it first by creating a new blog post. So let's hit enter to see what it says. Okay, now it's asking me to allow the permission. I'm going to click on always allow. Okay, again asking for executing the ability. So I'm going to click on always allow. Okay, you can see that our blog post is created successfully, and also giving this link here. Post ID is 60, and it also has this call to action. Okay, now I'm going to go to my WordPress install and go to posts. Click on all posts to see if I have my post created, and you can see that it is now in draft. And if I click on preview, the SEO friendly blog post is ready to go. You can see that it's completely SEO friendly. And if I click on inspect to see the headings, you can see that's the H2 and another H2. Perfect. So it's awesome, right? So you can not just create blog posts, you can analyze all of your blog posts and see if those are SEO friendly. It will help you a lot with SEO if you just use Claude and chat with your WordPress install to and ask Claude that how I can optimize it more for a specific keyword. And you can also create pages as well. Now I'm going to delete this blog post using Claude Code to see if it's also deleting it, just for the testing purposes. So let's go back to Claude, and I'm gonna now ask it, okay, I don't like it, please delete. Okay, done. You can see that now my post ID 60 has been moved to trash. Now, if I go back to my WordPress install and let's go to dashboard, and if I click on post, all post, you can see that my post has been now moved to trash, right? Now we can do that with pages, and we can basically analyze our complete store using Claude Code. Without leaving the Claude, we will be able to analyze all of our WordPress. If it has any malware or anything like that, Claude Code can do a lot of stuff, and it's super simple tutorial just for you guys on how you can connect Claude Code with WordPress. I'll be adding more functionalities to this plugin which I have created. It's an open source plugin available in GitHub. If you want to contribute and create issues, you can simply go to GitHub repository. I'll add the link in the description. Again, thank you for this tutorial. Let me know in the comments below if you want to learn more about WordPress. That's it for this video. If you like this video, do make sure to subscribe the channel. It will help us create more quality content for you guys. That's it for this video. Have a great day.